Hey everyone, it's Loremaster Motoss here with Squibbons playing Zelda II Randomizer. We're back, and we're gonna just keep rolling.
Alright, so cool. I'm gonna continue on then. I just stopped at the beginning of the palace so we wouldn't miss anything. If someone had unpaused or paused the timer, you have to be unpaused. I'm not looking at the stream, so I can't see that. Yeah, we just had some restreaming issues, but I think we've got it all resolved. So I believe take care of these dark nuts with some extra damage. But
in the meantime, the chat has stepped up while we were in that intermission, and we have now passed $3,000 raised for Take This during Speedrun Ragnarok.
Super awesome. That's really rad. Oh, this one respawned. What?
And that's thanks to donations like this one from RBW, who donated $10 and said, "Gotta donate during Squibbons' run. Always awesome to see them showing off randos, and it's always worthwhile to support a great cause."
Thank you so much. I'm gonna try and skip these. Oh no! Oh, this room is. All right, so this cat palace is going to be a challenge. Like, this is a challenge. I'm gonna see if I can get them down here first. Come on, come down here, my friend. Oh, you don't want to come down here, do you? You don't fall off ledges. Alright, let's keep going and pretend that this one is also friendly, and that one... Alright, we made it past that room. Good. Let's keep going. Well, it would be really funny to die to something like that, wouldn't it? Alright, so the palace layouts are randomized. Some of these rooms are completely new. So some of these rooms don't even appear in the base game. So oh, I cannot progress in this palace. Alright, so this palace is a dead end. We need the glove to continue in that palace. So that is over. I'll go to peek in another one. So one of these is going to be Palace 1, one will be Palace 3, and one will be Palace 2 at the start. I don't know why I said them in that order, but that's the order I said them in, so... Thank you for the good luck, everyone. So, does Palace 1 have a jar? I don't think it does. Maybe it does. This looks like Palace 3, but we'll find out. So there's kind of rules you can sort of memorize to figure out which dungeon you're in based on like the statue at the beginning and some of the particular like sizes of the dungeon. And yeah, so this is going to be P3, which is likely meanings that I won't be able to find progression here because I'll probably be blocked by blocks, but we'll see. P2 was certainly blocked by blocks. And we do not have random settings turned on for allow blocks in any dungeon, which is an option for the randomizer. That is possible. But we don't have that set here today. I'll try and cover any of the options that we have as we come through them. This looks like a boss. I don't have enough experience to make that worth it. So, also, it's going to be the knight person. Why can't I think of their names? Oh no, come on. I can't even remember the boss's name. That's nerves for you right there.
But Squibs, there's no boss, only Zool.
I see, okay.
So every boss from here on in chat is Zool, you've been told.
So I need to just fight Zool in this dungeon. That's the thing. These enemy placements are very random. Oh, hey, this room. This room's not so bad. I actually like a lot of the new rooms. I think they're actually kind of cool. They add a lot of extra, like, enjoyment to the game, especially since you're kind of learning a lot of new things when playing. Oh, this room. This is challenging. Okay. Dun, dun. Yeah, there's no commentary couch, sorry. It's just me talking the whole time. Okay. It'll just be a Squibs talking about the rando. So this rando was made by Digshake. There's a pretty good community for this. They have tournaments They have weekly challenges. It's a fairly active community. I mean, the Zelda 2 community in general is a fairly active speedrunning community. So, I am probably not one of the top runners for this by any means. I just really enjoy playing it, so... Oh, this is one of the new rooms. Oh, there's so many new rooms here and cool stuff. So we know the boss is really early in this dungeon, so I'm just peeking around to find the item. We don't know where it is. It'll be in a room that looks probably something like this. This probably is the item room. Oh, should I take it? I'm gonna skip it. This is the item. It's Magica! We might be able to cast Fairy now. Maybe. I just got done with a standard 30 last week. Yeah, it's really active community overall. And there'll be an all keys tournament for this game soon as well. The yearly all keys tournaments. It's a pretty big tradition in the Zelda 2 community. Oh my gosh, that one took a while. Oh, but it was worth it. Oh, do I want to take... Yeah, I want to take the attack up. This is my favorite sprite in the game. I love this sprite. There's a lot of cool sprites, though. You can be a lot of different characters, and there's a variety of colors for each of the characters. Sprite palette stuff. We already have the item here, so why am I continuing onward? I should go back to the beginning of the dungeon. We can't get another item here. So this is just gonna go to a dead end. So, I did get an item here, right? Yes, a magic jar. This is Palace 3. I'm gonna mark that on my tracker. And let's go find that boss. More experience. If we can get past 800, that would be great, but probably not gonna happen between here and there. But it's possible. But when is it true all keys? When you get the magic key first. You still have to just go and collect every key in the game. What happens if enemies drop keys? Go get all those too.
Oh my god, it's like the infinite, like, category. I just count the, like, magic key as, oh, I literally have infinite keys, so I have all keys, therefore I win. I don't know.
Oh, hey. This is risky. Hi. Are you gonna let me... I just need one spot. Thank you, buddy. There we go. Some of the new rooms are pretty challenging, but they're fun. I would say, though, this is not a randomizer for the light of heart. I mean, Zelda 2 in general is considered an extremely challenging game, if you've ever played it. But this particular rando is probably one of the hardest randos I've played, just because a lot of the ways that make Zelda 2 hard, this somehow finds it to make it harder. For instance, we have to fight some of the hardest enemies in the game, like right at the start, maybe even before you have any levels, or items, or spells.
We did have a $32 donation here from Phoenix4 that just says, "Heart Squibbons."
Thank you. Alright, so we're gonna die here, for certain. This is Rebanak. Rebanak, I remember their name, but they're actually Zul. Zul just killed me. Alright, so we're gonna attempt to kill Zul with 3 attack power. We'll see how it goes. We have... Wait, didn't I get shield? Did I not get shield? Oh no, we didn't get shield because we didn't have the kit. Or something. We didn't have one of the things, so... I'm just gonna fight them normally. Let's see how this rolls. It's a funky fight. If you don't do any of the tricks for it, and I don't really have... Oh, I do have downstab. I could have done one of the tricks. Oh well, that was silly of me. I could have actually shortened this fight because I have downstab. Too late, Squibs, too late. Maybe I can still coerce them into the corner. Yeah, alright, this works. Alright. Nope. Well, this is bad. Alright. Big sea fight, but actually, now I forgot that I had downstab. This should be really easy. There's a particular spot you can stand on in this room. I believe I'm one tile too far over, actually, now. Yeah. Well. Yeah, we're gonna die here, so that's okay. We'll die here, and we'll come back to this dungeon if nothing else, because this boss was pretty easy to get to. And I don't want to waste time trying to fight the boss while we... because we don't really need it right now. We only need to kill the bosses for the end of the game, so it's not doing me much good to grind on the bosses. In fact, they don't give us very much XP. So it's very, very unlikely that I'm going to get anything from that. So we're going to go to Palace 1 instead. And hopefully get a level up in here, because that would help us tremendously right now. It's going to go all the way down. What do we have in here? So yeah, the way the world is split up, there's going to be palaces 1, 2, and 3 on one side of the world. And, oh hey, the kid. The kid was in Palace 1. I call that... I like that in the base game, that child is at the end of a maze. So I often and guarded by one creature, so I call that one creature David Bowie. And if you've never seen The Labyrinth, that would make absolutely no sense as a joke. But yeah, so we have the item in P1 already, which is super useful. The kid will get us a item on the other side of the world from the other towns. So much in the same that Palaces 1, 2, and 3 on this side and 4, 5, and 6 on the other, as long as Grand Palace. There's also going to be towns that are split between them. So there's 4 towns on this side, the 4 starter towns that you'd normally find on one side, and the 4 starter towns on the other, or the 4 remaining towns on the other, because there are 8 towns in the game. And each of the towns has a spell, and one of the towns has 2 items, which is going to be New Kasuto, actually. Replacing a boss with David Bowie. Hopefully we have to fight David Bowie anyway. That item there will be an item at that location when we find it. That screen always exists. We will find it, and there will be an item there. This is so weird playing this without sound, by the way. I realized I can't play it with my speakers, because they're just gonna, like, loop over everything as I'm talking. I think this is just a loop. Yep, it's an infinite loop. Alright, so just backtrack from here. But actually I realized that, like, it's fairly silent in my room right now. just for ambience. This dungeon is really easy to defeat because the first boss we're going to come across is Horsehead. So it should be a fairly straightforward fight when we find them. Oh yeah, fun fact, bits and bots. If you don't know anything about Zelda II, the jellies do have different names. Bots are names of enemies that are the names of the jellies that jump at you. Bits never jump. So there are actually 2 distinct jellies that you will normally meet in the game. Wow, this is... We're gonna need more XP again. 4 attack power is really good though now. There's also a couple of other bots specifically that appear in the Grand Palace. Oh, dead. And those bots have quite a bit more health. And I think that's the only difference between them. I don't know if there's any bits in Grand Palace, actually. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong there, but I don't believe there's any bits in GP. Whoa, hi! Hello, Fire, how you doing? Whoa! Alright, ferried it out. Ferried to save the day. That was... spookies. Yeah, the giant king bots or queen bots are... I don't actually know the name of the huge bots in GP. Alright, here's the boss. Don't have a lot of experience though, so. But I don't know if it's worth grinding out to get more experience at this point. I mean, sometimes it is, but usually Rando doesn't have a lot of problems with experience. So the way this works is at the end, after you've killed the boss, we have to place a gem. We need to place 6 gems to beat the game. This will fill out our to the next level here. I really am gonna go get more. I'm gonna get more experience. I'm not gonna waste it there. So we really don't want to get the level. Let me explain levels, actually. So, yes, I realize I'm not explaining something properly in this because I'm actually lacking the fact that nobody here knows what levels in this game are. So, yes, the way this game works is you have 3 different things you can place experience into. So we have attack power, magic, and life. And right now, each one requires a specific amount of experience to go to the next stage. The way we are, so if one might require 50, the next one might require 100, and the next one requires 200. So when you level up to 50, you get a choice of buying the first experience level or skipping it and going to the next. So what we try and do is skip all the levels until we can't skip anymore. So skip 2 of them. Right here is a good example. So I can get magic up right now, or skip it to go to 800. So I'm going to skip it so we can go to the next level. And then if I chose to skip that one, we would then go that way too. So if we skip that one, then we would go to the final one. You can't skip the final one, you have to spend your experience on it. The reason that's important for palaces is that at the end, when you place a gem in a palace, it fills your experience all the way to max. So it will fill up the rest of whatever's left in your experience. So you kind of want to use it to get really high levels. We can use it to basically like bypass early stuff and then get really high experience, because it'll give us thousands if we've skipped the first 2. So that's what I'm hoping to do here. If we get past 800, then we can get to the next level of attack power. That was completely pointless for me to go through since I can just walk on water. I realized I am actually doing some silly stuff since I'm probably a little nervous for the marathon, but that's all good. So right now what I'm doing is, this is Death Mountain. You're probably familiar with the concept of Death Mountain from Zelda games. Z2's Death Mountain is notorious for being one of the first parts of the game that's really difficult to most people. What I'm doing here is I'm walking around until I see a particular screen. One of these, well, this tile is always an item. One of these will lead me into an item cave. The rest are just pass-throughs. So I'm looking for one of these that looks like a very specific screen to me that will, that will lead me to an item. All these other caves don't really mean anything to me, so I'm just gonna wander around until we find it. There's not really a super great way to tell. The caves do point towards caves they connect to. The problem is when there's so many like this, it's hard to tell if it's going to. It's like this cave is probably going to be connected to that cave over there. So we can say that this cave and that cave are very likely connected. But in a case of like a bunch of caves like this, it gets very difficult to tell, like, is that cave connected to that one? Is that one's probably connected over there? So what we're looking for is a cave that doesn't have a connection to any other one. Because the cave in Death Mountain that leads to the item has no connection to any other cave. And I'm not finding it, so I need to be more systematic about my approach. It might be down there? Oh, here it is. So, this cave has the pillars, and that's how you know. That's how you know. I'm gonna end up wasting experience down here, I can tell. Oh, hi. I'm just gonna get this little buddy away from everything. Don't you dare. I'm just now reading chat. Death Mountain's very tense, so I'm catching up with chat now. It is basically a shop system. That's a very good way of describing it. The experience system is very shop-based. Oh, hi, this is... That was easy. That was not a challenge in the end. Oh, nice. Oh, that was a blue jar. There's two types of jars. Blue and red. Blue will give you 1 bar of magic power back, and red will give you full bar of magic. All the way up. Fill up your magic. The drops are random right now. So, not when they drop. The drop's always on the 6th kill of any enemy group. There are 2 different enemy groups, small and large, as we usually call them. But in this particular case, what they drop is random. Gosh. I don't know if I want to back out of this cave and go all the way back there. I'm just going to take the life up. I'm just gonna take the life up. This is the newest one. Whatever the latest and greatest was, by the way, randomizer-wise. So, the newest. And that's the medicine jar. So the medicine jar is something we can turn in for an item in one of these starter towns that we found. I don't remember which town is what now, because I have not been taking any notes. So we'll check this town. This is Trophy Town, which is Reflect. Oh, actually, I should mark that on the map, because that's important.
Hold on, people take notes in Randomizer? Who was gonna tell me? Nobody was gonna tell you. I'm sorry, Natara. Wow.
I'm sorry you had to learn this way.
Wow, I just found out about a global conspiracy against me specifically. Neat.
This Bagu.
I'm gonna go and sit with that for a bit.
We're gonna meet Bagu, by the way. There we go, we met Bagu. Now we can cross the river, which doesn't exist apparently in this particular randomizer. Oh! It's a randomized screen, which makes sense because it's next to Bagu. So Bagu is randomized. It's another option. I have it set to random. I just like it to appear somewhere in the forest, so... Oh, and I'm just surrounded by items, or enemies. Not too bad, though. Good deal. Alright. Just poking around. This is that cave again. Alright, so I think I've mapped all the caves on here. The only thing we didn't get is... Oh no, we did get the item in... Ooh. We did get the item in the cave, so we're actually fairly set there. I'm just gonna go to the other part of the world now. Sorry if I do a... I realize I'm doing Back to the Future music a lot here for some reason. No particular reason. Just nervous energy, I suppose. Here we go. So this person wants the medicine for their sick child, or sick grandfather, or sick somebody. Probably somebody the Avatar poisoned and trying to kill Lord British and save the realm in another franchise. So that's where we got downstab. We will be done with this particular town here in a moment when we get this quest completed. So now we've given the water of life, as they call it. We like to call it the medicine. They call it the water of life. And this will get us shield. So shield will help us through those harder parts in the other dungeons, which is nice. So the only spell we don't have at the start now is Fairy Jump Shield. I don't remember what the other spell was now. Reflect. Reflect is the only other one that we don't have. I'm gonna go to the other part of the world then. Let's continue our journey. Where is this? Is this Death Mountain as well? Oh, it is. It's the back entrance to Death Mountain. There's 2 entrances in the Death Mountain. And that's the other one. Alright. Let's cross this. I think I've done that. And Death Mountain needs to be marked. So we did... What are we doing Death Mountain? Where's the markers? There we go. Oh, right. So this is the other part of the world. Oh, okay. Joy of joys. Oh, okay. Alright, this is gonna be a nightmare. I'm just gonna fairy out of this. I'm gonna talk about encounters for a second. So encounters come with different terrain types. This is the Death Mountain encounter type. This is the Death Mountain terrain. I just broke some trees with a hammer. Because it's hammer time. Which got me the glove. And none of this makes any sense. But yes, so if you have the hammer, it breaks rocks. It also breaks trees, which reveals that one particular tile. Grass will have a very slow rate of generation of enemies, and they will spawn far away. Trees will have a faster rate, and they'll spawn closer. You then have desert, which has the furthest distance things will spawn. And water, which nothing will spawn. I don't believe that's an account. No, it is. This is an item. I believe this is an item. I'm just trying to remember which caves here have items, but this is one. So anytime we're on a Death Mountain tile, the enemies will spawn fast and near us, which is not great. Oh my gosh, why am I having trouble killing you? So for our purposes, we will be trying to avoid that by walking in water as much as possible, because it will prevent a large number of encounters from being encountered. I'm just going to use the word encounter again. But we
have a $10 donation here from Hermit, who put that $10 towards the Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition costume being corrupted. This is probably a good time to mention we do have donation incentives for various challenges and bid wars, which you can see at the link I've just put in the chat.
Nice. Thank you again for the donations. All the donations go to a really good cause, so thank you so much for supporting us during this marathon. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna go this way and skip this battle, which is just another lizard person. Nothing over there we can do. I'm gonna try and get the experience from these so we get 1500. We'll see if that pays off. Oh, a town? Oh, graveyards. That's the other type. And swamps. I completely forgot about swamps. I forgot about graveyards and swamps. Alright, this is Spell. Spell is required to beat the game, I believe. Now I'm questioning myself. Pretty sure Spell is required to beat the game. Thunder is definitely required to beat the game. Thunder is what we will need to beat Thunderbird. Thunderbird can be randomized out. We will not have Thunderbird randomized out. I mean, Large Flying Zool. We're going by the Zool name. Wait, where's the magic person that I completely missed them? But we will need Thunder to beat the game. It's going to be in one of these last 4 tiles. Oh, I could have just buried here. Oh, well, I needed the magic. If you hold down while casting Fairy, you can use chimneys. But if you don't hold down while casting Fairy, and doors, I believe. But if you don't hold down while casting Fairy, you can't do that. And now we have Upstab. So we have both the stabs. We can stab in both directions, which is a pretty exciting ability. This one's the lesser exciting part of the 2 stabs. Most people are excited about downstab, but upstab is extremely useful, especially in GP Randomizer, because we do not know if that dungeon will require, for instance, breaking blocks above our heads, which is possible. There are rooms where that is needed. So having it is quite useful. Oh wait, we can't get this until I have more magic jars. So there's some magic jar restrictions. I can't do all of the... So there's 3 magic jar restrictions, I believe. We can't get Thunder until we have all the magic jars. We can't get the spell... No, the item in New Kasuto until we have 7 of the magic jars, and we can't get the spell here until we have 6 of the magic jars. So there are a few things that we are not allowed to get until we find more items. And they're out there somewhere. So let's go. Alright, here's another town. I'm going to check it out too anyway. It's in the swamp. And this is Firetown, which is default Firetown. So vanilla. That's our first vanilla. It's E-Town. Yes, this was E-Town. This should get us the fire spell, which is not needed to beat the game. That's where you live. Probably where... It's a good town. Good town.
We've got another one here for you from Cactus Girl, who donated $20 and said, "Love Squibbs. Good luck on the run."
Oh, thank you, Cactus Girl. Got a lot of people I know here today. You're all really awesome. Thank you so much. Definitely making. I mean, it's always obviously worth it, but it's really cool having everybody here. And yeah, thank you. Like, I'm not the best runner of this game by any means, but I do enjoy playing it, so. And I'm fairly okay. I describe myself as okay. Oh hey, crosses. Yes, so you just saw me hit an invisible enemy there that just appeared out of nowhere. That's because they require cross to see. We don't have the cross item yet. Cross isn't necessary to beat the game. It is quite useful though, but it's not necessary. Oh, this is gonna be a butt. Okay. So here is the thing, we're gonna do some encounter skips. So what I do is wait here until we get some spawns, and then we walk forward, and if we hit an enemy on the same tile that we're walking into, then we can get this encounter instead of the other, which is good, because then we can skip the forced encounter. However, these encounters are quite hard, so I don't know if it's going to be worth it. This is a really odd... a really odd layout. I think this might be a caldera? Yeah, it's a caldera. Okay, so GP is in a caldera. That means the other half of the map is on the other side of this passage. I'm just going to try and go through it, because we don't actually know if it's going to be hard or not. It could be quite easy. It looks kind of rough. But it's probably not worth it then. I will just stand here and wait for our pass. There was always a guaranteed of 3 of these that we'll need to get through to get to the next side. So there's going to be one here, and then when we come out of the cave, there will be one on the other side, somewhere over there. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough for another fairy, so see how this goes. If I die here, we'll go back to the beginning, and then I'll just go to the palace and start cleaning stuff up. Ooh, oh, do I take the life up? Yes, yes I do. Magic's gonna be free in the future. I don't need the keys. Don't stop to get the keys. We have Master Key. Replaces all keys. Caldera's eastern cousin, the volcano biome. I actually don't know which biomes are what, like name-wise. I know there is one called the caldera. There's one called the volcano. Is this the volcano biome then? It's not the most pleasant biome. Mostly because having to pass through the other side of the world is extremely slow. Especially when there's so many caves. So it's definitely not a quick pass through. and I will want more levels before coming back here again. But it's worth doing it now. See if we can get any free items. Especially if we can find Maze Island. As soon as we can go in a palace, we can reset our lives too, which is going to be super useful. Especially now that we don't have to worry about wasting any experience.
So we talked about incentives earlier, but we also have prizes that you can be entered to win any day that you donate. If you donate at any time, you can get entered to win the grand prize, which is a Destiny 2 Shadowkeep Collector's Edition, autographed by the dev team of Shadowkeep. And then each day has its own individual prizes, so any day you donate gives you chances to get different prizes. Today happens to be a Hope Shield from Take This, a Doom limited edition coin, a Pokemon Perler, or a Steam code for Crypt of the Necrodancer. So if you would like to get your name in to win one of those prizes, donate now.
Very cool. And definitely, and like, all the proceeds go to Take This, which is an excellent group. We've worked with them a few times now, so I think we have a few panels with them too. When is the next panel with Take This, by the way?
It's actually directly after this run.
There it is. I knew one was coming up soon. I was so nervous today that it was really hard to keep track of everything, what's coming up next. You'd think I've done this for so long now that I wouldn't be nervous doing these, but I am always perpetually nervous. Just an infinite anxiety machine when it comes to these runs. No matter how prepared I am, no matter how much, how many times I've done it.
Well, you're putting on a great show so far, so.
I greatly appreciate it. So if you're wondering why am I running along the maze instead of going straight to the palace since I can walk on water, and the palace was right at the beginning, there are 2 items in this maze. So I'm looking for the 2 item squares. It looks like it's forcing me to go through a lot of encounters before I get there, so we're just going to attempt to continue powering through these until we can find them. But yeah, I'm looking for 2 particular spots. They're both going to be drop-downs, so as soon as you've seen the screen start flashing and I'm falling in a hole, that'll be one of the items. The other will be exactly the same. I don't have life. That'll be a nice spell again. That's a spell that you definitely want to have during Randomizer, is life, which is very clear. It heals you. Heal. Where are these? Where are these encounter tiles? Gotta just walk around and hope it's not that way. Well, this palace, which we can definitely enter, but I'm not interested in yet. Gonna walk around the long way. There's one. We found one! Oh, it's David Bowie's palace. And David Bowie's an Octorok today.
Labyrinth?
They were guarding the flute. So this is where in the vanilla game, the child is here and is guarded by one Lizalfos, which I denote. I don't think anyone else calls it this, but I call it David Bowie, because they're blocking a child, or have a child trapped that they've kidnapped and taken into the middle of a labyrinth. And you can't get more labyrinth than that. Just gonna back up to the other part and continue looking for this other item. So what did we get? We got the flute. Oh yes, so I'll describe what the flute does. The flute gives us 2 things. The flute will unlock 3-eyed rock for us, so we'll be able to use that to find a location there. We don't know if it's going to be an item, but it will be an encounter tile of some kind. And then the other thing that it does for us is it moves the spider out of the way, a giant, river beast. That will likely not be important. And here's the other item. It's a magic jar. That will likely not have any progress for us, so I don't know why I went back in there. So we're not going to do that. I'm not going to bother with the palace right now, just due to the fact that we don't have Reflect yet. and I had to go through the whole maze, so it's not a huge deal. I'm just gonna move forward. Let's see what palace this is. Ooh, this is Palace 6. It might be doable. 6 might be doable. Okay, I'm gonna try Palace 6. Palace 5 will not have a jar. Palace 4 was in the maze, and Palace 6 is, well, the only other palace that we had access to. Palace 6 is going to be pretty large. I'm not going to worry too much. I should probably try and get some experience in here, but it's not going to be a big deal. Our next level up will be our attack 5. This is a fun bridge. Oh, life 6 is really nice when you're fighting these type of enemies. They don't destroy you as much. So this is what the glove does. The glove lets us break these blocks. So, hello. You have a lot. Ooh. Let me go back and get that. Whee! Oh, God. Okay, extra life. That'll be useful somewhere in here, I'm sure. Alright, so we need a lot of experience in this palace to gain maximum amount of levels out of this, but I'm not too worried about it. Oh, I'm gonna use fairy here because I failed to jump. I should have cast jump instead. It's all good because we might get magic jar. There are hidden magic jars throughout the palaces. Oh, we are blessed. All bless the ceiling skeleton. That is a rando tradition for Zelda II. You will definitely see ceiling skeletons. Oh, there's a magic jar right there. Just check the statue heads when you're playing. Never know when you might find a magic jar. This is an item room, and we're gonna get a bag. So absolutely nothing in this palace. The rando mascot. It's a pretty interesting color scheme for this palace. Kind of a rusty. I like that. I actually like the colors for the teal here.
You know, I'm not sure how well your luck is going, because this is the first time I've seen Zelda II Rando, but Binary Split did donate $50 and says, good luck on the run.
Thank you so much, Binary Split. Thank you. The luck is, I would say, going fairly okay right now. We have pretty low levels, but really, like, the experience of... Ooh, the actual, like, rando itself has been fairly kind. It can be much crueler than what we've experienced at the beginning of this. So the actual experience for experience has been low, but otherwise, it's going pretty good, I think. I have no clue what our time is because I didn't start a timer, so I'm just gonna roll with it.
Considering the intermissions at the beginning, which we should still be pretty close to the timer, which is just crossed 58 minutes.
Oh, we're doing fine then. This progress with this amount of items in 58 minutes? Yeah, we're doing alright. I think so, at least. And I'm the runner, so I guess that's what matters. We went left, going right. These palaces can be pretty mazy, so good to just have a system for moving through them. I try and, like, my system changes so I don't have a solid system, but I do have some system that I use for progressing through these, where I'll like try and clear one whole section before I try and continue to the next one. If I find an elevator, I'll go all the way up or all the way down it before, like, taking any of the branches. And be nice to try and, like, find something that works for you, because otherwise you will get completely lost. You'll be like, did I map this room? Did I not? So far this has been a very linear P6 though. Don't need the key. Not having life spell though is painful. I can say that for certain. Waiting for something to jump out of the... That's fine, we have plenty of lives. So, just waiting for something to, like, one of those heads or something to pop up and kill me when jumping over these lava pits. Alright, thank you. And good. Good stuff. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about. Oh yeah, so the dungeon layouts are randomized. I guess I didn't actually say that earlier. Sort of just implied it, but they are actually randomized. So it's not, even the rooms can be from different dungeons. So it's not simply that the rooms in the dungeons were shuffled around. There's a lot of new rooms. They can be from other dungeons. So I guess they call them palaces in this game. Yes, and you can get loops, which we've seen a loop. That can be confusing. So what we mean by a loop is that the generator doesn't necessarily make sure that the path you take through it will not end up looping back on itself. So you might go down an elevator like we did earlier that leads to the same elevator again from the top, being the same exact helmet's a nightmare. Ah! So many lives. Yeah, it's thankful that one of the drops is lives. So this could, if we go this way far enough, loop somewhere else in the dungeon. But we don't know if it does or not. I wonder if I should just kill this one, just to get rid of it. Or push it off the ledge at least. Thank you. That makes my life easier over here. And there's another. These rooms are... This room has been the most challenging in both the dungeons we've encountered it in. Normally you cast jump here. I guess I'll go ahead and do that. Save us some strain, because we have no clue how many of these we'll catch in here. This is an elevator room, guaranteed. Every time. There'll always be an elevator in this room. I don't know where that goes. We have the big palace now. Thought it was going to be small, but it's large. And I think this is a loop. Yep. So this goes back to that area that exactly the room we were in when I said it was going to go into a loop. Or talked about loops. So there's an example of a loop. So that loops, and I could have just went straight up and skipped everything we just did. Jump. Oh my gosh. There we go. Just like then, Cloudy Shoe. I think that's exactly what just happened. Hello, friend. Oh, this is not good. I would like you to come down from there. Thank you. Aw, butts. Vanille's like Vanilla Great Palace. It kind of does in a way, I suppose. I won't deny that. Now I have more life, I'm not going to be too scared about jumping in there with them. Just didn't want to die instantly. I would like to get them over here, though. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Only problem with casting jump in this room, it makes it harder to get through those. Oh no! That is no bueno up there. Oh no! What am I gonna do? Okay. Fairy, maybe? Oh, I don't have enough magic. Okay, blip, 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 blip. Blip, blip, blip. Blip. Nope. Alright. I'm like, they're trapped, I can't get through there. That's all good. We'll just keep going. I think we'll be okay. We'll get through that room. I'm sure the boss is just right beyond that, so I'm not too worried. Yeah, death it is. They chose death. Or I didn't get a choice, really. They did a very good, effective job of blocking me off there. But that's rando for you. You never know. Alright, cool. Let's get some experience before we go fight the boss. I guess I'll get a lot of experience here. Yeah, I'll take it. I mean, at this point, we're gonna get more experience along the way, so it's not a big deal. How you doing, buddy? But we do know we don't have to go around the loop. That's really nice to know. If there's anything confusing about the game, or you have questions about the randomizer, like what features it might have or what we have set, definitely ask in chat. I will respond. There is definitely a lot to talk about. We are, like I said, playing mostly glitchless, minor glitches here and there. I said glitches, maybe exploits would be better, because I don't think encounter skipping's a glitch, really. Whoa! Okay. Goodbye, my friend. Fairy to save the day again. So if we get to 700 experience, that'll be actually the experience we need for Magic Up, since we just got a Magic Up. And it kind of goes against what I said earlier with Magic Up, you know, if you would go to the next item, but it's actually the next experience level, and the next experience level in this particular case is Magic Up, because it's the lowest of the three currently. I think attack is 2,000 currently, and alright, come on, buddy. I actually really do need you to get out of there, because you've got friends on the other side that are going to be even more painful. And I can't go this way. Come on. You're not gonna play, are you? So that's 700 for Magic Up. I wish I could show you the level up screen at any point, but you can't. The next one will be when we get to 2,000. So if we go past 700 without leveling it up, it'll go to 2,000. I really want to get past this enemy. If I had some... Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Well, let's just... Nope. I'm gonna force my way through. I think I can just ferry through the whole room. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I can ferry through here like I think I can. That's right, buddy. Nice. Alright. That would have been the smart thing to do from the very beginning. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. That was free. There we go, extra life. If only we had more fall. Yeah, you can't move while crouched in this game, so. Whoa. The boss of this will give us 1,000 experience, so as long as we get to 1,500 before the boss, we'll be alright. This is a mega palace. I think it's one of the biggest palaces in the game beyond. It is the second largest palace. Grand Palace. Oh, there's the boss. Alright, we have 2 lives. I don't have a lot of life right now, so I'm gonna go back and see if we can get any amount of experience. Maybe this will drop something good. Sometimes farm these for a little bit of experience. Maybe. 30. Nope, that's worthless. Alright. Go down. Ooh, magic jar will be good though. Probably want that. Nope. Further down. Doesn't look like we're gonna get anything good. There might be a fairy over here. Might be a fairy on the other side. That was a box. What is over here? There's a fairy. Right. It's not ideal to have this low of experience going into the boss, but it'll work. We'll just make it work. We'll end up getting just the life up, I think. Which is gonna be weird having 7 life and attack 4. It's gonna be very strange. This is a Barbarossa, otherwise known as Zool, because all bosses are now Zool, as decreed earlier.
Yes,
Was said.
excellent. Excellent.
I would jackhammer them, but I'm exceedingly low on health. And that will likely result in my death, though I'm likely to die here no matter what at this point. I think you also call this Volvagia in other Zeldas. In this one they're called... I think I said their name all weird, Barbarossa or Barbastreisand, or it's just Zool. This is the fire dragon that you're so used to in most of the Zeldas. And they require a lot of hits of attack 4, but we did it. So. I did not go for the very slick. So I'm gonna skip this, and we'll actually get an attack up here, which is nice. So now we have the next will be 2000. So I'm gonna go ahead and place this gem, and that will get us. Back up. And we're back to 0 experience again. But that's one of the 6 palaces done. This is Palace 5, right? Yep. I can just do palaces. I may go into Palace 5 as well next. Probably a good plan to just peek into them. I'm gonna look for some more items on the overworld though while we're here. Oh, hi. Hello, fish.
This is probably a good time to mention that if you like the Speedrun Ragnarok logo in the upper left part of your screen, we do have merch that's available with items you can wear on your body with that logo. More than ever before, in fact, there's tees, hoodies, and tanks, but also football jerseys, baseball tees, and face masks. And all profits from the merch sales are donated directly to Take This.
We have things we can wear on our bodies that we sell. Amazing! No, I knew this, but... yeah, that's a lot of good stuff that's available. And we've got some equal prizes left today. I actually keep forgetting, because I live in Sweden, so for me, it's pretty late. But then I realized that, like, for a lot of people watching, it's actually still quite early.
Oh yeah, and I definitely bought one of the baseball t-shirts. There are a lot of color options, so...
Very cool. What color do you get?
It's like a light red color that I've never really seen on an event t-shirt before, so...
Oh yeah, I don't have spell. That sounds cool. Sorry, I just like broke concentration there for a second because I realized that like I thought I got spell earlier, but we didn't get spell because that required more magic jars. We can get spell now. We don't have it. And this is Thundertown, which we definitely can't get, which is gonna be what? Life. Of course. And did I mark this one? I think I did, but nope, Thunder. I just want to make sure these are all marked in directory so I don't forget them. Is fire not paired in the seed? No, fire is not paired with anything. It is just fire. It is only fire. Nothing special about fire in the seed. So what they're asking there is that one of the rando settings you can have is that the fire spell will also be can either be replaced by dash as a new spell, which lets you run faster, or it can be swapped to include having another spell cast at the same time as it. So this is okay. I don't have either of those options on in this particular, but those are both popular options. What do we have in this item key? It's a Zalfos and a magic jar. Nice. Oh, that's actually cool. So now we can actually get all of the... So this is unfortunate because spell is on the other side of the continent through the caldera, and we can't really go get that easily. Yeah, this is a pain. Reflect is at the beginning too. I might want to just go do that. So I think I'm gonna... This is a good point for me now to up A and go back to the start and start clearing some other stuff. So we have enough to just get all of the palaces at the beginning. So this is a good point to just clear them out. So let's go. Which one was this? Ooh, I think it's P2. We haven't even done anything in P2 because we are blood blocked. For Randomizer, life in New Kasuto, or in Old Kasuto, is really rough because that requires all the magic jars to get. That's super rough. Oh my gosh. Alright. Oh, they don't give much experience, what? Well, they would. Just 100.
The palette in this palace is shocking.
It is. It's like an off bubblegum, right? Like, it's almost bubblegum, but not quite. It's almost flesh. It's kind of weird.
This trend was so close to catching on in Hyrule.
Intense magenta. Yeah, this was the some architect's dream here. They came and made this palace, and then everyone else saw it and then said no, and they locked away Zool. This is very pink. This is like the Ghostbusters 2 slime. Oh, what? Here we go. It's gonna be loops, isn't it? Find out. You can very much see the NES's color palette restrictions at work in a place like this. Oh, there's not a lot it can do. Oh, I think this is just a loop. Yep. Just a full loop. But we still need the item and the boss from this dungeon. We've seen neither. So definitely neither. We don't know what this is. More elevators! Which is not really something you want to run into often in palaces, because they end up like... They have the highest chance of looping back on themselves, which makes it really difficult to memorize, to remember where you've been. Especially when they start getting convolutedly, like, connected. Oh, I can't cast life. I keep thinking I have life, because by now, you normally would have life. this could be a potential for an item room. I don't... Oh, no. No, this is not... Oh my gosh. So one of the 6 crystals done. Getting these first 3 should be pretty straightforward. This is a boss room. We'll go ahead and kill the boss. That was Zool. Number something. Some other Zool. I wonder if I should take a lot of magic here or life. I think I'm going to take life. Actually, I'm not going to take anything. I'm just going to get 500 experience. Detail. Gotta go back in. I'm glad the Moobot every so often just says the commentary couch is empty. Just to remind everybody. Either way, no one is there.
With the sad face emoji.
Yeah, it always has the sad face emoji. Oh, I love it. It gives it extra personality. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna hit you until you walk off screen, buddy. There's no collision on the edge of the screen, so they will literally just fall to their death off the edge of the screen. Not to any benefit to us, though, because we don't get the experience from it. Ugh.
Wait, so the only reason you don't fall off the screen yourself is because the screen transition happens?
You have some magic power that lets you work that all the other creatures don't have. Commentary couch is Zool. Oh no, we're down to 1 life. I need to be careful. Forgot like how much of a pain this first bridge was.
So many of our viewers may be aware that Take This provides AFK rooms at big cons because the counter for the donation count of the event is kind of counting up towards providing for a full AFK room. That's where the $10,000 goal comes from for the marathon. We're 3/10 of a room right now. But Take This also has provided kind of like an online version of that. It's a Discord server called AFK Online, which has been specifically designed to offer peer-based, non-therapeutic emotional support to online marathon attendees. And you can visit takethis.org for more information and a link to that server.
Unsure if this is gonna lead anywhere good. It is going to new rooms. And there we go. Now we can take attack up 6. Which is super great, because that does a massive amount more damage. I actually don't know what the damage table in this game is. I don't know how much more damage we just gained, but it's quite a bit. It makes a significant difference for each attack level as you go up. I used to know all the numbers, but I don't remember any of them anymore. Okay, I think we just looped again. Where? Oh yeah, now we're in an infinite loop, aren't we? Nope, okay. So this goes to the boss. We know that. Who knows where any of this goes? There's a ton of rooms. I think this is where we just were with the... Yep. With you. 1.5 times per level. Sounds about right. It's quite a big... It's a big increase. You do quite a bit more damage, which is super nice. Oh my gosh. I'm at 1 life, buddy. Where is this item? Wait a second. Oh my gosh, it looped again. I thought that was the loop. It was a different loop. This is what we mean by the loops. They go in all directions. You can loop east to west, you can loop up and down. I actually am now find where the next item's gonna be. Because I actually don't remember all the rooms I've checked in here now, I feel like. 1, 2, 3. I mean like the actual like damage amounts that go up, not so much the numbers themselves. Ah, here we go, here's the item. Alright, good. But yes. The number tables go up to 8. And it's a trophy. Alright, cool. So we are done here. There it was, we finally found it. That gives us the last item to turn into a town. Which is great, because that will get us Reflect, I believe? Yes. So I just need to go to Reflect Town to get Reflect. Here's Reflect Town. Turn in the trophy. That will get us the Reflect spell. Oh, wrong. It's on the next screen, Squibbs. Ah, my gosh. It's this one. The other red lady in a brown house. Yellow, brown. Reflect is needed to beat the Palace 4 boss. So we have to have this to beat the Palace 4 boss. Oh, I said we're the weakest link. Alright, so we got Reflect now. We can get Spell, which is on the other side of the world, so that's not going to again. I think we have all 4 spells from the beginning now. And we have... We didn't place the crystal in this palace, so I'm going to go do that. Wait, did we get anything from this palace? We did get the item here, I think, right? I believe so. I'm just gonna say we did. Fairly certain we got the item here, no doubt. Oh yeah, because it was right here. The dangers of leaving a palace for too long before returning to it. As soon as we have this though, and we clear these palaces on the side of the world, we won't need to worry about coming back to this area again. We will be done with this. I suppose this would be the western continent in the base game. So whatever the continent, let's see. Ah. Speaking is easy. It's McHugh. Bury through this room so we don't die. High chance of death in here. This is P1, so the boss was not too far in. It can't be. The size of the palace is determined by its palace number, so P1 is the smallest palace still, has the fewest rooms. Yep, we already did this, but now we can place the gem, and I'm just going to place it and take this at 100. Not optimal, but not a huge deal. Duke, didn't die in here, no, so we should do that. Alright, so each of the palaces at the start has been completed. So we've done the first 3. Did we get the item in all 3 palaces now, right? I'm just gonna... I think so, I didn't mark them. We've cleared all 3 palaces at the beginning, right? No? No, we haven't. Which of the 3 palaces did we not clear? It's gonna be the other one. I don't know where it is. I think it's in the left side of the screen somewhere. My singing mnemonic, but it doesn't work. I believe it's 1 this portion of the map. Or is the town over here? We'll find it. It's actually probably on the right side now that I remember, and I'm thinking I just had the town confused with it. Lake. Well, we were talking about taking notes at the beginning of the randomizer. I haven't been taking that good notes. I don't have any world notes. Like, I just have notes of, like, if I've gotten an item or not. Or if I've checked the cave or not. I haven't actually marked down, I don't have any system for marking down where particular, like, cities or dungeons are located. I don't know how you would do that with a randomized map. Is there any, like, good tools for that people use? I'm actually curious about that, because that's, like, one of those, I feel like, I guess with this you could say something like East and West zones, and then define the, you could say something like it's in the west of the West Zone, east of the East Zone. Expert cartography.
Yeah, you would think there could be something like that, because I know there are several randomizers that have randomized maps, so you'd think it could be something people need.
There we go. Some people hand draw maps for Dragon Warrior. Wow. So we did not do this palace at all, I believe. We definitely didn't get the, we didn't complete it. We got the item here. Oh, we found Rebanak in here and we noped out. That's right. I forgot all about the nope out of Rebanak. I mean, Zul. Oh, hey. Hey, I got greedy. Graph paper like it's 1990. Good old school dungeon crawlers like Wizardry and Eye of the Beholder. Alright, let's kill this boss. I believe it's this one. Look how we could have done that at the beginning. Like that would have been, that was the ideal kill for the easy way. There's a much faster way if you stab through them really quick. That the really, really top runners deal. And this should give a... Oh, it's so tempting to get life up here. Alright, we are done with the eastern part of the world, by the way. Or western part of the world, or... We're just done with this part of the world. Nothing else we need on this side. That leaves us only 2 more palaces to do. Palace 4 and Palace 5. And, oh, I get GP, Grand Palace, I suppose. We also have the final... all of mega of all palaces. We've already done Death Mountain, so we are completely done with this side. I'm gonna try and get Spell before we continue on. This in this first village over here. Oh yeah, there's an item that we can find here. Are you gonna... You can see it. Oh no! Ah! Oh, snail mail guides. That's a thing of the past. I mean, snail mail feels like a thing of the past. I wonder if, like, most people would even know what snail mail means. Why is the last life block a different color? That's a really good question. I've asked that myself, and the only explanation I have is it's something to do with how the randomizer handles palettes. And so it makes because this that block is normally, I think it's a slightly different color of red, I believe, or maybe it's blue. I think it's blue when it's full in the base game. I don't remember actually what color it is in the base game. I've played so much Randomizer now, I don't remember anymore. But yeah, it ends up being problematic when it shifts. So the description from Princess Plan is the Sprite Palace are randomized. The life bar's last block is a sprite. When it goes down, so you can randomize palettes, it changes that. I see. There you go. So thank you so much for that description. Alright, we have Spell. So that gives us the ability to get the item in New Kasuto. I don't think there was a palace on this side of the world. I think they were all on the other side. Yeah, all three were. I don't believe there's any more spells we can get on this side of the world either. So I think we're done with this part of the world. We can continue on our journey. And at this point, we will pretty much spend the rest of the game in the other part of the world until we can't. So we're gonna go through the caldera one more time, or the volcano, I suppose. And then we will complete Palaces 4 and 5, and then go to GP. We will need Thunder before we get to GP. Hopefully somewhere along the way we find the last magic container. We also need Magic 5 and Full Magic Bar, I believe. All magic containers. Wait, we don't actually need all the magic containers to get Thunder. I just realized that. We can get Thunder now. So we may not have to get all the magic containers. I don't think they're required to beat the game. As long as you have enough magic to cast Thunder, that's all that matters.
Must be a pretty good spell.
Yep. Well, Thunder is used for one thing, and one thing only. It is used to make Thunderbird, which is the penultimate boss in the game. It makes them vulnerable. So we have to cast it, otherwise you can't hit Thunderbird whatsoever. So to hit Thunderbird, we are going to need Thunder. And Thunderbird is guaranteed to block us in GP, so we must have it to progress and beat the game. Otherwise, it doesn't really do much good because it's extremely expensive to cast. And it ends up being not very useful for any other screens. I'm gonna wait for some encounter skips. More of the shenanigans. Very cheap Thunder is actually really good. That's a good point. Cheap Thunder is good because then you can use it to just nuke stuff on the screen, which is highly effective. Again, I don't know what my time is looking like right now. Do you have an update on me so I can actually kind of feel out where I am?
Yeah, you're somewhere around 1 hour and 38 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. We should be good then. I don't think it's gonna take that much longer to do the rest of this then. Be good. I mean, it will take probably roughly that time to get us through, but it's... I was worried we were, like, at 2 hours already, and that was gonna stress me out. Hearing that, no, we're fine. Thundertown is the one in the dirt. This is New Kasuto. Alright, so first off, let's get the item. This requires 7 of the 8 magic jars. And it's crossed, so that will let us see the invisible enemies that have been hitting us on some of the screens. Usually found on Death Mountain tiles. We'll also be able to get to Thunder from here. Still can't get life. I suppose that would be really nice to get the last magic jar so we can get life, because we can't heal ourselves still. And going into Grand Palace without the ability to heal is not good. Under 120 is very expensive today. So we actually will require the last magic jar, more than likely. Either that or we need to get a lot of experience. I don't know why I went over here. I mean, we can go into Great Palace without it if we wanted to. Probably not recommended. Oh, you just beat this game for the first time a month ago. Congrats. This is one of my favorite Zelda games. I think what I like about the Zelda series in general is there have been a variety of really interesting styles of games across the series. Top-down games, side-scroller games, action-focused, more open-world focused, like wild stuff like Majora's Mask. A lot of good stuff and a lot of interesting things in the series. And for some people, like, they love one game and someone else will hate it, but that's fine because there is a lot of different things. Alright, so I'm gonna go to P4 and clear it out. Like my top Zeldas are Z2, Zelda 3, and Wind Waker. Those are my top 3. In no particular order. I think I love them equally. And then there's a massive amount of Zeldas after that that I quite like. I don't really have any particular order either. P4, here we go. All the GBA Classic versions. This is a very... the color palettes today have been something else, I think. Ooh. Ah, you never played Ocarina of Time, but you played Majora's Mask. And Wind Waker, but not OT. I really like OT. I'm not a big fan of Ocarina of Time. Or sorry, of Majora's Mask. The game stresses me out. It's a good game though, but it stresses me out. This is Palace 4. It will be smaller than the next one we're gonna go in, but not gonna be super small. It just really loves mustard. Is it coming across as a sort of yellow color? It looks a little more limey on this side. It's got a tinge of green. Like if someone gave me mustard of this color, I would be... I don't know. I wouldn't eat mustard that was this color. Not on my screen, at least. Riding the line, yeah, I would be concerned too. Concerning mustard color. Once we find the last jar, though, we won't really need to search for any more items. The rest will be pea bags and hearts. I mean, heart will be good, but it's not necessary. Jar would be really nice, though. A mustard relish, like a combined condiments color. Don't you dare.
I should mention that we have crested over $3,100 thanks to the newest donation of $20 from Profinies.
Thank you for the donation. Thank you for that nice sprite, by the way. I mean, I didn't make it, but I'm gonna say thank you for saying that because I did choose it. This is one of my favorite sprites. I love this sprite. Wait, did I just came through here, didn't I? This is Teal Vase Lady. I will say that I'm actually much more apt to get lost while doing the marathon, I guess, just because it's nerves. Just nerves. Oh, you made it! Oh, cool! This is definitely my favorite sprite in the game. There's a lot of cool sprites, but this is, I think, my favorite one. I think second for me is Mariah? I actually don't know how to say their name. But it's from the Guardian Legend. Well, that's not it. I wonder what your favorite is. That's true. You have your own sprite in here. It's pretty rad. I don't think I have... I've been playing randos for years. I don't think I've ever made or had someone make a sprite for me in any randomizer. I don't think there's any randomizer or sprites of Squibbs anywhere. Oh, can't cast health. Don't. Oh, is this the one where the fairy sprite has a bowl on their head? Oh, here's the boss. It's gonna be Reflecto. They're not called Reflecto. I think I might die here. I hope not. But it's such a challenging boss. Total RNG though. Need the utmost skill to beat this boss. Alright. Can I go back in and get the other item? Oh, it's risky. Could be the jar. Could be the jar. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick it. I'm gonna go back in. How many lives? I got 3. I have plenty of lives, so I'm not worried. So let's go looking for that item. It's somewhere in this dungeon. Gosh, what did I get myself into? Oh, it's this room. It's the first time we died in a while, I feel like. Either that or we just died a few minutes ago and I forgot about it. I would definitely like to get more experience here. That'll work. We'll need to kill that one. Risky. Or wait, we know it wasn't down. That led nowhere. That was an extra life. I don't think left goes anywhere, but we should check it to be thorough, since we haven't found the item yet. There were a lot of pads in this dungeon. Nope, it was not here. We've already been through this. But we went up too, so just want to make sure we didn't miss any branching offsets. Ooh. Take that though. Yes! Alright. But it uses my magic, so next time we cast Fairy, I'll tell you. I don't want to waste my magic right now. So, a pretty precious resource. Yeah, so this is... yeah, here. So that just loops there. Ensuring that is what I think it is. Continue backwards. Look, that is the sort of thing Claudia she was talking about earlier, with the super long path that leads back to where you just were. Wait. And of course I went the wrong way. Yeah, we'll definitely cast it before we leave the palace. Everybody can see. Can't block those. Okay, so we went. I'd say we went both ways in here, but I'll go this way this time just to see. Don't believe we went over here actually. There it is, magic jar. All right. Gonna cast fairy for you. Whee! Okay, it doesn't have a bowl. Oh! You just look like a fairy to me. Nothing. Hopefully in the future. But it's there. On Princess's Plan's hard drive. And likely someone else's hard drive too. I think we can update here safely and go back to the start of the palace. Alright. The maze is done. So that is P4. Item completed. So now let's go to P5. So we have 2 palaces left. P5 and Great Palace. I keep saying Grand Palace. I needed to correct myself there. It's actually called Great Palace. Maybe it'll be green this time. We'll call it Green Palace. This is P5 here, but before we go into P5 fully, I'm going to get those spells. Or that spell. The one spell that we've been wanting the whole time. The ability to heal. Life. Life, as you know it, or as we know it, full of destruction and chaos. Oh, I don't remember the quote! No! I ruined the quote. I was gonna say the quote from Fifth Element and then absolutely butchered it. So, just pretend that there's that quote being said, and then you'll be all good.
Looking forward a little bit here, we have already mentioned that the next segment up is a panel done by Take This themselves about how you can help destigmatize mental health. The game after that is going to be Deltarune, and we've actually already met the incentive to make the machine in the shape of a duck for that game. Meaning the next incentive that you can actually donate for is the Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition Bid War for the costume. That's either classic or corrupted.
Oh, I don't know which of those I'd want more. Probably corrupted.
Well, Corrupted is currently winning, so...
Nice, but you don't want corrupted. Time to go outbid it. Alright, so this part was a dead end all the way down the elevator. Nothing. And we'll go right. Groot Palace. Wait, is Groot known for being blue? Am I missing something? Oh, we're just talking about Grand Palace. Never mind. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I should have got that. Groot Palace with the 2 Zool bosses. Alright, I'm just gonna go all the way up in this. There it is. Ah, yes, perfect. Okay. I'm just gonna cast Shield and not worry about casting Jump here. Nice. That was Groot. Just killed Groot. The mace. Alright, that's all the palaces. We can now go do Grand Palace. But first... Oh no! I made a huge mistake, didn't I? Oh, this will work. It's gonna be a hard GP, because I didn't have enough experience before I pushed the gym into the place. But we'll just do our best. That was a mistake. I think I want to... I guess walking back from here will make more sense. Like one less encounter from this direction, I think. And we definitely won't get enough magic to get any more magic, but this will be enough to beat the final palace. I was not paying attention to my levels. But it doesn't... It just makes it a little harder for us. But not impossible. There should be one encounter here. I don't know which one. We got this one. Oh, hi. Hello, buddy. Oh, you're gonna do that, huh? Okay. Ay, ay, ay. And we're about to enter GP, which will be the final palace. Palace of that. Be the final palace in the game. Oh, there were actually 2 this way. I thought it was 2 the other way. Would have been faster to go the other way then. Not like we're speedrunning or anything. And into GP we go. Alright, so here we go. That tells us we got all the crystals. So 757, Rando GP. That's not the best numbers. That's not very good at all, but we'll just deal with it. Nobody's dropping 500s though, which would have been really nice. GB, Great Blue. I'm gonna go straight across. I'm gonna peek. Oh, is not a boss. Down is not a boss. Alright, we're gonna go straight across. When we find Thunderbird, we'll know that Dark Link, or Dark Vase Girl, is behind Thunderbird. So we're kind of on the lookout for Thunderbird first. Alright, I'm gonna peek up. Nope. Oh, keep going this way. This is a spot where you really want to start memorizing what you've seen and what you haven't in the dungeon, because it will start getting to be quite a pain. Okay, nothing that way either. They're all backwards pacing, which is kind of a pain. I don't think this goes... Oh, hi. Alright. I don't think this goes... Yeah, this goes somewhere. Alright, this has a connection. For some reason, I didn't think this had a connection on the side. This could be a dead end, or it could be a real room. Spicy chickens being spicy. We'll see how this goes. In some ways, part of this is to try and, like, map the dungeon as best you can. Well, this is a pain. This is not pleasant at all. Alright, just come down here. Maybe that'll help. Oof. Or it won't. We don't even know if Thunderbird's going to be this way, though. This may be a very large, wasted path. Just cast jump in here. And get out of there. Keep getting hit by eyeball. Oh, and get surprised by the bot. Oh! Is this Thunderbird? This is not Thunderbird, but... No, Thunderbird doesn't have an entrance with an elevator. What am I thinking about? You walk directly into Thunderbird. The geometry of the palace does not have to make sense. In fact, it can make zero sense. It can be very non-Euclidean. It loops back on itself several times. As in, this is the room we were in earlier, I bet. So, I imagine that this was the one from earlier. Yep. So that was an example right there. Oh wait, we can't even get up there. Oh, alright, we had just enough there. Whew. We're likely gonna die in here, but that's fine. As long as we find the path to Thunderbird. Hi, hello. Non-Euclidean palaces should be expected. I wish there was an option to make them make sense, though. Like, I'm not a huge fan, personally. It's one of the few things about the randomizer that I'm not a big fan of, is the sort of... Oh, that was it, huh? Is the fact that you don't have an option to make sure that they are logically playable. Because they're not exactly... they don't make a lot of sense. Not exactly easy to remember where you've been and where you haven't been. So that was a huge dead end. So down bad, up bad. What about up here? Second ups. Is second ups bad or goods? We'll find out next time on Pick Your Favorite TV Show from the 80s. go up here, I guess. Oh, here we go. Okay. We have no lives, so I have to update here and come back, but we at least know where it is. That's good. Basically, the goal there was to locate Thunderbird. If we had more magic, probably could have survived most of that. But since I mismanaged my levels, we gotta be smarter about our fights and our magic usage. Now, Thunderbird will require a full 100% all of our magic, so we won't be able to cast anything else. Thunderbird. You can disable. Oh gosh, no! You can disable needing to fight Thunderbird. I actually like fighting Thunderbird. Not everybody does, but I actually enjoy it. Oh, well, we will need to die at Thunderbird anyway. This is a rough... What? This is a rough... rough set of runes. Alright, so we're gonna die here. Because we cannot cast Thunder. Once we've killed Thunderbird, we don't have to kill them again, though. We have 1 life, and I need to fight Thunderbird. It's fairly straightforward. We won't need shield or life. Or jump. We can just do the pattern kill. Kind of a slow kill, but... Oops. Can't believe I missed. And I messed up the pattern. Took a stab anyway. Reset pattern. Get them to the side of the room. Stabby stab, miss again. Keep missing on the left stabs for some reason. Oops. Oof. Oof. Come back over here, buddy. I'm doing this to make you nervous. Oh my gosh, I have not hit a single stab from that side of the screen. What the heck? One-sided Thunderbird. Alright, so we won't need to kill Thunderbird again. Which is good, because we're at 0 lives and we're likely to die. But we will just be able to progress directly here. Go through that room. Not worry about it. And likely find Dark Vase Girl soon. Oh, or right here. Okay. Well, when we kill Dark Vase Girl, it'll be GG. If we can kill her. If not, it'll be very fast to get back. Normally I would do some really fun stuff here to show off cool stuff, but considering we have no life, no magic, I'm just gonna do the base kill. The simple one. Nope. Aw, see, and they're still a jerk. And time.
GG's.
What was my time, by the way?
It was somewhere around 2 hours and 8 minutes.
Oh, good. I chose 2:30 because... just because. So, like, I am glad that I came under time. Very cool. Thank you for the GGs, everybody. And thank you for all the donations during this run. And thank you so much for letting me run this. And yeah, it's been a really fun marathon. so far. You will see me again tomorrow on Wind Waker Randomizer, and then you will see me the day after on Ultima 7, 80% no magic carpet, and then you'll see me again on Saturday doing a co-op randomizer race of Ultima 6 with Cloudy Shoe. So this isn't the last that I'll be here, but thank you.
And thank you for the run, Squibbons. It was a good show. Up next, we do have Take This themselves with a panel on how you can help destigmatize mental health, and then we'll be back to the action after that. So stay tuned.
Want to do one more shout out. Shout out to Dig Shake, who you'll see their name at the end of this for the randomizer. Throw that in there. Thank you. I'm done now.